Hey everyone, my name is Donald, and in this video we're going to be explaining Pricebox with Ultimate Add-ons for Elementor. So right now Elementor comes with some pricing tables, and they look great, but we want a little bit more style options for this, which Ultimate Add-ons for Elementor gives us this exact style options that we're looking for. So you can see a couple of examples here. We have this basic looking one where we have the lines dividing this. We have the new badge right here. We have this one with a great looking background and some different colors for our items right here. So let's basically just go ahead and get started with this. So with this, we're going to go ahead and search for Pricebox. Click and drag that right in here. Let's go ahead and style this up so it looks a little bit better. Let's go ahead and see if we can mimic what we've got here on this page on our site. So let's go ahead and do this. So we've got the general, so we've got style, we've got normal, features at the bottom, and circular background for price. So we have normal here, just as it looks. Features at the bottom, we have this, so all of our features are down here now. And then circular price for the background, which is probably my favorite look of how this is. This isolates the price so that everybody knows exactly what they're paying for. Let's go ahead and choose normal. And hover animation, we have float, sync, wobble, vertical. So when we hover over top of this, the float, we have one that goes down, and then we have the wobble vertical right here. So depending on what you want for your site, you can go and choose which one you want. For our heading, which is the word unlimited, this is where you're going to have whatever the package title is or something of that nature. So, you know, you can have your basic, your premium, your platinum, whatever, your gold version, whatever you guys want to have there. Let's stick with basic for now. The description usually lets them know a little bit about this. You can put most popular there because something that you can have there. You can also put a little bit of like a terms and conditions. So like for this one, they get free trial for 30 days. So they can go ahead and leave that there. The pricing. So the pricing is right here. So we have the $49.99. And so if we want to change this to just 49, we can do that. And if we put more numbers after that, then they're going to remain big. But if we want them, as soon as we put that period, they're going to go ahead and up into like a subtext where it goes higher than normal. So it looks like this is like an afterthought. If you're offering a discount for this, you can go and turn this on, and you can do the pre-discount price here and the after discount price here. Of course, you can change all of your currency symbols to match where your location is. The currency format, we can have that raised. So this little dollar sign, we can have it raised, or we can have it normal sized, such as that. The duration, so however long or however many times you're going to be charging them, or if it's going to be none. So you can have none here. You can put one time, monthly, yearly, whatever you want to do. Whatever fits best for what you're building here. And the duration position be either below or beside it so that you can have it look a little bit neater and tidier. The content, so we can have a list of all of our features here. And if we go ahead and click on this, we can type in a list of features here. So if you're offering a hosting plans, you can do 2 gigabytes of RAM. And then you can have an icon here if you want, or you can go ahead and remove it by clicking on this X. And we'll go ahead and do a couple more things. 40 gigabytes of storage. And then we have 2 terabytes bandwidth. Something along those lines. We could just put in a couple things there. Now, what's great about this is we can go ahead and override all of our global settings here, which we'll get into in a minute. But if we turn this on, we can specifically make this text color a different color than all of the rest. And this is great. For example, let's go ahead and add a checkbox to this. And we'll add a check to this. So we'll go ahead and add those. And then, for example, this is not going to be included. So we want to go ahead and make this red, because this is not going to be included in this price. So let's go ahead and make that red. So these are all good to go. and this is not included in the price. So there's always a way to do something along those lines. And of course, you can add more items as you feel need. Okay. The call to action is the button. We can either have text, a button, or we can just have nothing down there. We have that. So we have the button. Let's go ahead and do this. So let's do get started, because that's what all of them say. For select icon, we can go ahead and pick whichever one we want. We could do a cart, where they can just have like the add to cart button, something along those lines. And then we can link them directly to where they can purchase this. And of course, if we have a disclaimer, we could do this. Also available and monthly payments. Something along those lines there. Also available monthly payments. So if you want to always make them have yearly, they can do monthly as well. The ribbon. So the ribbon has a few different options. We have a corner ribbon, which we've all seen. We're all used to that. We also can do circular. We can do that right there, circular ribbon. So it's a little hangover right there. And then we have the flag ribbon, which is over here on the right hand side. Then we also could choose none. So for those options, we can change the title here. So maybe most popular, if I can spell most popular correctly. And then we can also have the distance. So how far we want it from the corner. So if we have a longer text, we can go ahead and do that. And then we have the horizontal position left or right. And so this pertains to all of the other ones as well here. So we can make the size bigger, whatever you guys want to do for this. Shrink that down just a smidge. Then we also have the flag over here on the right hand side. The help for information, if you're getting stuck or if you're not sure what to do, you can always click on one of these links to help you through that. So let's go ahead and style this up a little bit. We have the heading background color, which right now it's this gray color. We can make this whatever we want it to be. Let's go ahead. Let's just choose a dark blue. All right. From there, we're going to go ahead and change the padding. We can change the padding for the title. So we can have, 10 at the top, 30 at the right, 10 at the bottom, 30 at the right. Something along those lines. Then we have the options for changing the title. So the title, remember, is the basic. So we can go ahead and change this to a white color and make this a little bit more of a thicker font right there so that we can actually see it. And of course, we can change the font family. So this is one of my favorite fonts, so I'm just going to change it to that. And then we can do transformation, so uppercase, lowercase, things of that nature. Then we also have the description. So we can figure out what we want the description to be, if we want it to be H tag, div, or paragraph tag. And then we have the color here as well. So let's change that to white. And of course, we have the different options to change the font sizes and things of that nature. We also have the pricing. So for the pricing, we have the background color, which is all right back here. And then we have those options to do that. So we can go ahead and change those right here. We also have the options to do the padding around the pricing. And then of course the color for the pricing as well. Typography, color, things of that nature. The currency symbol, so we have the currency symbol there. We can go ahead and increase and decrease that as needed. So remember earlier we had that option to do the upped or the regular. We can go ahead and change that to the regular, but still have the 99-cent go up at the top. Just like that. Vertical position, we can do top, bottom, or middle, whichever you prefer. And the fraction part, we can increase or decrease the fraction size as well. So we can have it just something along those lines there. And then of course we could change those as well. For the original price, we have this here, so we can change those color, typography, and the vertical positions. For the duration, the yearly right there, we can go ahead and change the color and the typography as well. So we can go ahead and make this bigger or smaller, however we want it to see fit. the content. So these are all of the list items here. So we can do a simple. We have the between the fields, so we have a line divider. The box layout, so it goes all the way across. And then we have the stripe layout, so we can do every other. So it's a little bit easier to see what's there and what options are available. For the simple, we can change the background color here of this. And then we also have the options for box padding, so we can go ahead and add the padding to make it more around the edges right here. For the features list, we have icon spacing, so we can change the spacing between the icons and the actual text. We can change the color for the icons. Like I said earlier, this is globally, so it's going to change it unless you checked on the override. And then we have text color here as well, so we can change that there. So if you want them all to be green, we can do that, and then everything that's not will just be red, whatever you choose for overriding. The typography, we can go ahead and change that too as well. We can change the size, and we can also change the font family, things of that nature. And of course, item padding. So right now, if we turn this off, we can have item padding here. So we can have a little bit more padding if we want to. We can just increase that or decrease that however we wish. The alignment, we could do left, center, or right aligned. For the call to action, we have the options to do a background color for the entire section. So if you wanted to be a little bit of a separate section there, you can go ahead and do that. We've got our padding options. So if we turn this off, we could do a different padding for this. And for the button, so for the typography, we can change the font size. We can change the font family, transformation, things of that nature. Change the button size, so we can have it a large button, things of that nature. The padding, we can change those so that we can make it a little bit wider or a little bit skinnier if we need to, something along those lines. And then of course for the text, we can change the normal and hover state. So the text color right now is white, we can make that black. The background color, we can go ahead and change that to be a blue. Let's do this one right here. Then we have our border style if we want to add a border around that as well. The border radius, if we wanted to make it a little bit more of an oval shape, or if we want no border radius at all, we can have those options. And of course, button shadow. The disclaimer text is right here, also available in monthly payments. We can go ahead and change the color of that, as you see there, and typography, and as well as the margins. For the ribbon, we can go ahead and change the ribbon background color. So if we want this to be a little bit more vibrant, we can do that. If we wanted to match another section of the form, we can pricing table, we can go ahead and do that. And then of course we have our padding, so we can do more padding here, so we can just space that out some more. Of course we have our text color, typography, and box shadow as well. So we can go ahead and change all of those different options. Underneath the advanced, we have our sections for margin padding for the entire element itself, just as we have in all of the other elements. So this is just a simple way to add some pricing to your site. There's always different ways of doing this. You can have features at the bottom, like I said earlier, the circular background, and it all depends on how you style it. Will make it how you match your website. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you are notified every time we upload a new video. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.